Hey everybody, I'm here today to talk to you guys about warm-up and the importance of warming up prior to whatever activity you're planning, may that be running, strength training, bicycling, or any other more intense sporting activity. We distinguish between two different kind of warm-ups. One is the active warm-up and the other one is a passive warm-up. The active warm-up we usually refer to as warming up by moving ourselves. That might be jumping, a slow jog, that might be circling your arms. Whatever you're doing is usually referring to your own activity, versus the passive warm-up being like, for example, a hot shower, massages, sauna, and similar things like that. Now, what is really important is that the goal of the warm-up is an increased circulation in your system, is the preparation of your system for the activity that you're doing. So, doing a massage, for example, does not nearly have enough of an increased circulation in your muscles. It's like a deep tissue massage can warm up the muscles like 2 times to what it usually is, versus an increased circulation twice as much as it usually is, versus a warm up to 6 times as much, an active warm up. So in general, the passive warm-ups are only helpers. They are not supposed to substitute for the active warm-up. Now, what is happening during a warm-up in general is pretty simple. So we have this graph here referring to this to your temperature right here, and this to your time. Temperature, time, and here we have temperature. And what it pretty much shows is that if you don't warm up, you are basically, your body is at a base level right here. Now, the goal is to increase this temperature, and the reason for that is all our metabolism processes are running a little bit more efficient if we warm up. Within joints, we have an increased, our joints run a little bit more smoothly because of an increased synovial fluid excretion, and then your cartilage actually expands a little bit. So basically, you're getting prepared to being active. Now, if you do cardiovascular training, what is happening now is it's not only your muscles that are getting prepared, but also your cardiovascular system, meaning your heart is pumping more blood through your cardiovascular system. Your breathing is your breathing rate increases and gets accelerated. So when you're actually starting to do your activity, you are fully prepared, and for example, the oxygen debt that you start into while running is decreased. Now, warming up, so basically the warm-up is supposed to raise that temperature to an optimum, and and get you ready for your activity. Now, warming up is not just important for activities like running, but also like for strength training. And the reason I'm saying this here is if you're not well prepared, if your muscles are not warmed up and well circulated, and the energy needs and the recovery processes in your muscles will be slower, and then energy needs might not be met as quickly as they could be met, then the training effort that you're putting in might be the same, but you will not have the same amount of output that you could have with being properly warmed up. Now, what does that mean? how should you warm up? In general, we're saying is you have some general motions. Let's say you warm up with a slow jog or a little bit of a jumping or jumping jacks or something like that. And then you go more and more into a sport-specific kind of warm-up. So in case of running, there could be a slow jog, and then slowly you do accelerations over 30-40 yards to like 70-80% of what you run it later. Or in case of strength training, that could be do 1 or 2 or 3 sets of the exercise that you're planning to do at a decreased weight to get a better feel for it, get the muscles prepared for it, and also prepare mentally for what you're doing.